Hello friends, today we are going to study class 5 EVS chapter 19. A seed tells a farmer's story. So here is the seed. Hello friends, I am a small bajra seed. I am going to tell you my story. I have stayed in this beautiful wooden box since 1940. It is also the story of my farmer Damji Bhai and his family. I think this is the right time to tell my story, otherwise it might be too late. I was born in Vangam in Gujarat. That year there was a good bajra crop. Bajra in English called millet. There was a festival in village. Our area was famous for its grains and vegetables. Each year Damji Bhai kept aside some seeds from good crop. This way our bajra family went on from one generation to another. Good seeds were stored in dried lauki that called card, which was coated with mud. But that year Damji Bhai himself made a strong wooden box to store us. He put in neem leaf to protect us from insects. He put different seeds in different compartments of the box. That was a beautiful home for us. In those days, Damji Bhai and his cousins lived together. It was a large family. Everyone in the village helped each other, even in farming. When the crop was ready and harvested, everyone celebrated together. Oh, those wonderful days with big feast and lot of to eat. In the winter, it would be the time to enjoy the undia. All vegetables were put into a clay pot along with fresh spices. The pot was sealed and kept between hot coals. The vegetable cooked slowly in this special cooker on the fields. Oh, I forget, the pot was placed upside down. That is why the dish was called undio or upside down in Gujarati. Undio would be eaten with bajra roti, freshly cooked on chulha. Oh, what an earthy, delicious flavor along with that homemade butter curd and buttermilk was served. When the crop reaped and ready to cut, then farmers celebrate festival called harvesting festival. Farmer would grow many different kinds of crops, grains and vegetables according to the seasons. The farmer kept enough for their needs and sold the rest to shopkeeper from the city. Some farmers also grew cotton at home. Family members spun cotton on charkha to make cloth. Now time changed. Some places could get water from the canal. The canal brought water far away from a dam had been built on a big river. Then electricity came, switch on the button and there was light. People found that only one or two crops like wheat and cotton got better prices in the market. So the most farmers began to grow only these. Soon we old friends, bajra and jowar and also vegetables were forgotten and dismissed even from the Damji Bhai fields. Farmer even began to buy seeds from market. People said they were new kinds of seeds. So farmer need not to store seeds from the old crop. Now people in the village cooked and ate together only on special days. As they eat, they would remember how tasty food used to be in the past, fresh from the fields. When the seeds have changed now, how could food ever taste the same? Damji Bhai was getting old. His son Hasmukh looked after the field and the family. He was getting a lot of money from farming. He rebuilt the old houses. He brought a new machine for farming. He used an electric motor to pump water. He brought a motorcycle to go to city easily and also a tractor to plough the field. The tractor could do in a way what the bullock would take many days to do. Now we are farming wisely. We grow only what we can sell in the market at good price. With profit from our fields can improve our life. We can make progress. Lying forgotten in the wooden box, I and other seeds had our doubt. Is it all really progress? There is no longer any need for seeds like us and animal like the bullocks after the tractor has come. Even people who worked on fields are no longer needed. The taste in the food also changed. The next 20 years, even more changes. Without cows and buffaloes, there was no cow dung to be used in the field as fertilizer. They had to buy expensive fertilizer. New kinds of seeds were such that the crops were easily affected by harmful insects. Medicine had to be sprayed on the crops to keep away the insect. Oh, what a bad smell these had, and how expensive they were. The canal water was not enough for the new crops. All farmers use pumps to lift water from deep under the ground. To meet all these expenses, loan has to be taken from the bank. Whatever little profit was made was used to repay the loan. But there was a little profit. Everyone was growing cotton, so the cotton price were not so high as before. The soil itself has no longer same growing the same crop over and over, and using so many chemicals had affected the soil so much that now nothing could be grow well there. It was becoming difficult to earn a living by farming alone. Hasmukh too changed with the times. He often tense and angry most of times. His educated son Paresh did not want to do farming. He now started work as a truck driver. After all, the bank loan still had to be repaid. Often Prakash doesn't come home for days. At times he is away for a week. 2 days back, when he come home, Paresh started looking for something. Ba, he asked his mother, where is Dadaji wooden seed box? It will be useful to keep screws and tools for the truck. Now, do you understand why I told my story? How my life changed and how the farmers are struggling with this changing. Now we can see some wise farmer like Bhaskar Bhai. As we entered the Bhaskar Bhai farm, we were surprised. There were dead leaves, wild plants and grass everywhere. Some of the trees' branches seemed so dry as if eaten by insects. At places we saw some plants with colorful leaves. Why this? Bhaskar Bhai said. These are cotton plants, which gave him a signal when the soil became dry. Their roots do not go deep in the ground, so when the top layer of soil becomes dry, the cotton leaves bend and become limp. This signal tells Bhaskar Bhai which part of this farm needs to be water. His soil is soft and crumble. We could see tall coconut tree full of fresh coconuts. We thought he must be using some special fertilizers. Bhaskar Bhai said he doesn't buy fertilizer made in factories. His soil is fertile because of all dried leaves which slowly rot and mix with the soil. He dug the soil a little and told us to look. We saw thousands of earthworms. These are my soil's best friend. He said the earthworms soften the soil as they keep digging underneath to make tunnels. This way air and water can easily get into the soil. The earthworm also eat the dead leaf and plants, and their dropping fertilize the soil. One of the friends told that his uncle in the city who has dug a pit in his garden. He puts dried leaf in the pit along with kitchen waste, peels of vegetable and fruits, and leftover food. He also has grow earthworms in the pit. They turn the waste into compost, means natural fertilizer. His uncle gets good fertilizer without spending extra money. So save the farmer and help them. Thank you, students.